it's streamlining and automation of services that's available in the market that I feel like hasn't been really the focus over the years, right? We're just getting by and doing what we can, but really now I think it's that time to really invest and streamline that operation.
I am joined by Katherine Davis, Director of Operations, Potawatomi.
You got it right, Jason.
Potawatomi Hotel and Casino, coming to us from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. How are you?
I am wonderful. It's a beautiful day in Milwaukee, 64 degrees and 40% humidity. You can't beat that, right? We haven't had
No.
snow yet, which is awesome. I think Flagstaff had beat us on on the snow this year,
Yes.
which is awesome.
The weather across the nation is just crazy. I don't understand it. So
Global
quickly
warming.
tell us about Potawatomi. Man, look at that. I said it twice perfectly. This is going well.
Potawatomi Hotel and Casino actually started as a bingo, Potawatomi bingo in 1991. And then they had built their first tower in 1994, and then the second tower in 2019, so which is pretty brand new. We currently have 500 rooms, and we have 5 restaurants, 2 bars, and I believe we have 2,500 slots, and we also have table games coming up live in November 1st, and bingo, off-track betting, and poker is still currently closed, but we also have retail and spa on property. So it's a large property.
Yeah. And
70,000 square foot of meeting space.
oh my gosh. Fantastic. So you haven't been there long, right? A couple of months or more?
Yeah, about a month and a half, actually.
Oh, a month and a half, yeah. But you're not new to the role. I believe now, let me see if I got this right. You're over rooms, group sales, call center, revenue management, retail and valet.
And spa.
So with the effects of the pandemic, are you approaching your role differently? I mean, even though this is a new property for you, talk to us about the changes.
Yeah, it's been, this whole pandemic has really been kind of, I think, really unprecedented for most of us. And I think at this time we're really just moving with the market, but really looking at the whole operations and focusing more on employee experience, and because now we're going into recruiting and retention and all that issue that comes with the pandemic, and so the really strong focus for me currently is, where are we with employee experience, and are we utilizing the tools that's available and the resources to make sure that we're providing those to the team members to provide that excellent guest services, and make their job easier during their time here, because they spend most of their time at work than at home. So what does that look like? It's streamlining and automation of services that's available in the market that I feel like hasn't been really the focus over the years, right? We're just getting by and doing what we can, but really now I think it's that time to really invest and streamline that operation.
I think a lot of organizations kind of piled on the technology a little bit without fully utilizing it all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We see that. I think I've been with different properties now that, that you have 5 different software, and you're trying to kind of piece them all together. I think really the key is finding that one stop that provides you all the services that you're looking for and really streamline it.
So are you doing like an audit? Are you telling all your groups, it's like, hey, audit what you've got. Let's take a real hard look at what can fully help us and what's just kind of nice to have. Something like that?
Absolutely. And I think just really, I think what's kind of nice about being new is really just coming out and looking at in a bigger picture of what can we do better, right? And what's missing, and how can we take our services to the next level? And really, I think a really strong focus is the guest experience. And so I think sometimes, given some properties are, a casino property, hotel is not necessarily the most priority, right? So sometimes it kind of takes back into, the casino operations and whatnot. But, hotel makes money. And I think really streamlining those processes would even be beneficial for us.
Yeah, I was just thinking back that, we just released a case study of a casino, and that's what one of the things the client said was, the hotel is kind of an afterthought with the casino. So they're taking a lot of measures to pull people in that go to gamble that might not otherwise stay. So you're looking at some of that kind of thing. Can you talk about anything that you're doing?
I think my goal right now is really strategizing, because it's been a heavy casino market for this property, right? And we haven't really necessarily touched the transient market. We have exclusivity with some OTAs, which I haven't seen kind of in my role over the years. So changing some of that and really kind of taking back the core and then re-strategize, right? And see what really works. And that's kind of what I'm doing currently. Just providing tools for my revenue management team to, how do we drive and create that demand with the transient market, or even groups, right? It's not necessarily just always casino. We can make money too, and really finding that balance for the casino, transient, and group market.
Are you finding that there's a higher level of collaboration maybe than what you've experienced in the past? Everyone I talk to, it's been kind of all hands on deck. I don't care what department you're in. Yeah. We got to make this thing work. You get a lot
Absolutely.
of that?
We have such a great team here. And one thing I can say, being here for such a short period of time, our team members have been here forever, right? So I think our longest one's 30 years. And it's not just, 10% of your team members. You'd say maybe 50, 60% of team members been here for 7 to, 30 years. So definitely the collaboration, and that can always improve, right? I think coming in and bringing some new ideas that we can definitely explore, and having the support to do that is amazing.
What does it look like for you the next few weeks going into the holidays? Does it get better? Does business boom? What do you think is going to happen?
It got done with the Writers' Cup, right? That was the first time we kind of opened the property at 500 rooms. We haven't opened 500 rooms even since it was first built in 2019. Okay. So that was definitely kind of, testing the waters and see how we can accommodate all these guests with the limited service that we currently have on property. Right. Definitely that's the goal, right? It's always kind of driving, let's get back into the norm, even with the staffing issue. But, we're a casino property. Weekend business, it's never an issue, right? How do we increase demand on Sunday to Thursday, right? And so that's kind of where we are, but we're still in phases of opening up. So it's slow, but it's going.
Good. Well, it sounds encouraging. Wisconsin, I've said it before, is just the nicest people in the world.
That was one of the reasons why I said, okay, I can do this. From the people from, the airport to the Uber driver to just everyone was just amazing. And I'm like, okay, is this like the Midwest nice that they say? But everyone's been so welcoming.
Fantastic. Well, Katherine, I want to thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You bet.
Bye-bye.